Here is a bonus for you. To help you out further, I put together a resume template that you can use as a starting point. This format layout has helped many of my coaching clients and students. This is a great starting point for you. Resumes written in this format have been proven to work, and here is the resume layout template. So let's walk through and see what kind of components do we have here. So first we have the name and last name, which appears in the top left corner. After that, you have your phone number and email that you need to put in the upper right corner. Here you have few of the position titles which constitute your position profile, and below that you summarize your professional traits and competencies as related to these three positions. Here you describe your experience in bullet point format, and you structure it in what and so what, and maybe you'll have another so what. So you have done this and this that made this and this difference, and that made even bigger difference within the second so what. So typically first you will describe what you have done, and then the outcomes immediately for your let's say team or for your division, and then as the second so what, you will describe the benefits that you have brought, for example, to your company. So for example, I have recovered as stalled projects that has increased profitability of the business unit and increased the competitiveness of the company within this and this space. After that, you have the professional experience section where you will summarize your positions in the reverse chronological order, meaning that your most recent position will be on top, and then the older position will be below. Here you would say on the first row what is the role and perhaps what is the name of the project or program or the functional area or the business area, followed by on the next line by the company, and then maybe city and state, and date start and date end. Date start, as I mentioned earlier, you need to have in full months, and then the 4-digit year, and the same way for the other date, that it needs to be in full months. After that, it is great to describe the whole team, division, or a business unit. So in other words, what was the team that you have contributed to, or what kind of, or what was the environment, what was the nature of your work, of the program or the project that you have undertaken, and then describe the actual experience with the action verbs, with the phrases that start with the action verbs. So for example, established this and this that has resulted in that and that, conducted this and this that have performed this and this. Also, as I mentioned earlier, you need to put in at least 20% of bullet points need to have the numbers behind them. So the numbers could be profitability, team size, number of problems that you have resolved, any measure of your performance, for example, how many things you were able to address per day, and so on. So the more of that you have, the better it is. But again, ideally 20 to 30%. You can go as high as 40 or maybe 50%, but then your resume will not be as easy to read, as it may have too much numbers. Then you have described one role, just move on much the same way to another role. The next block is some of the certifications that you may have. So here you'll want to describe what is the name of the certification and perhaps the acronym, several letters of the certification, who granted the certification, and then just the year for the date. Education, also what was your degree, perhaps what was your specialization, which school and where was it from. And the community leadership would be a section for your volunteer experience. Here again, in the resume, you don't want to mention anything that is not relevant. For example, that you are singing, or any of your extracurricular activities, because again, while the common thought knowledge is that, oh, it's great to show that you're a well-rounded person in the resume, all of those things are taking away the precious time and they're taking the attention span from those 3 to 5 seconds that somebody have on your resume to review them. So this is the winning format. Just put in the absolutely great content that you already have, and you'll be completely unstoppable. I wish you to land the position of your dreams in no time at all, and best of luck, and hopefully all of the tips and the techniques that you have learned in this course will significantly help you. All the best, and may you have a long lineup of recruiters and hiring managers who want to hire you. Take care.